Hey, what's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Vernon Longhorn Davis. It's been another great, fabulous, wonderful, absolutely marvelous week. I'm glad you're here. Y'all know I had a great week, just like every week I have a great week. So thank y'all for stopping in, popping in, sharing your time with me because guess what? You could be a whole lot other places, but you're here with me and I thank you for that. A lot's been going on this week. Oh man, a lot's been going on this week. So, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We had the celebration of the Army. Go Army! 240 years of Army. Okay, we got that. So there's that, and then there was the No King holiday. That's a whole nother story. Y'all know I don't get into politics, so we're not going to talk about that tonight. But it is what it is, and we can't ignore it. So hey, daughter, thank you for stopping in, popping in, dropping in. Appreciate you. Don't forget to hit like, love, and share. Hey, Miss Annette, good to see you. Hope you're doing better. Really hope you're doing better. Hey, Miss Charlotte, great to see you as well. Do got to send a special shout out to DC Fluffy. She sent me her. She's officially excused from the show tonight. She had other obligations, and I did hear from Miss Coley. Miss Coley is unfortunately back in the hospital, so y'all keep her in y'all's prayers if y'all would be so kind. Hey, Miss Nanette. Hey, Miss Nanette, how you doing? Yeah. So if y'all notice, there's no background. Yeah, my green screen, the frame to my green screen mysteriously got broken. I don't know when that happened, but it mysteriously got broken. So until I buy another green screen frame, there's just going to be what you see, my background. I had a cool little picture for y'all this evening also. But anyway, it is what it is. Brother James, good to see you. I'm sorry, Brother August, good to see you. I'm going to get used to it one day. I promise you I will. So tonight's message is he didn't have to, but he did. And no, I'm not talking about God. I know we say, won't he do it? Yes, he will. Or, he didn't have to do it for me, but he did. But no, that's not what we're talking about tonight. Tonight, we're talking about the it's Father's Day, so we're going to stick with that Father's Day theme. I know here recently we talked about people who stand in the gap or who stood in the gaps. But tonight we're going to take a little different approach. We're going to celebrate those bonus dads, those stepdads. That's who we're going to talk about tonight. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Who is the father figure in your life that wasn't your biological dad? Did you have one of those in your life? Did you have somebody who stood, who was they weren't your dad, but they sure felt like it? But if you do have that person, have you thanked them? Uh, yeah. Are you being that kind of person to someone else today? Are you being the the father figure, if you will? So if you are, if you have a father, if you had a father figure in your life that wasn't a biological, put it into the chat for us tonight. And yeah, we're gonna go forward from there. So good to see you, Jim. Happy Father's Day to you as well over there on LinkedIn. Thank you very much. So tonight, and again, for those of y'all that are just joining us, good evening, family, and welcome to Messages in the Madness, where we find meaning, in the mess and light in the shadows. Tonight's message is simple but powerful. And again, he didn't have to, but he did. Father's Day is a time of celebration, but it can also be complicated. It can be complicated, a very complicated day for some. Some folks are missing their fathers, some never knew them. Some are trying to be better men than the men who raised them. So, this message is personal for not just me, but for others who watch this show. But tonight, I want to shine the light on the group of men that often go unnoticed. And there's a lot of them. The men who stepped in, the men who said, these kids may not be mine by blood, but I'll love them like they are. Because see, sometimes blood is thicker than mud. Or sometimes mud is thicker than blood. Let's get that right. Yeah. Mud is thicker than blood. Huh. I got to repeat that. The men who said, these kids may not be mine, by blood, but I'll love them like they are. The men who father other people's children, I think those men are special. We call them stepdads, uncles, coaches, mentors, godfathers, big brothers, teachers, neighbors, partners, husbands. You're the unsung heroes. And tonight we're giving you your flowers. Yes, we're giving you your flowers. We are speaking about you because you deserve it. Yes, our fathers, our regular fathers, the ones who were there from the time we were born all the way through, yeah, we got ours. But there was some of y'all that didn't get yours. So let's be clear. Being a father isn't about DNA. It's about showing up. Showing up. I've seen men with no biological ties to a child become the anchor in that child's world. They pick up they pick them up from football practice. They pick them up from basketball practice. They pick them up from school. They teach them how to shave. They teach them how to do their hair. They show up to parent teacher conferences, even though that's not their child biologically. But there's that tie that bonds, that father and child bond, or daddy, if you will. They're there when the heartbreaks hit. Yeah, I remember the first time I got my heart broken. One of my stepdads was there. I couldn't talk to my mama about it, but I had to talk to my stepdad about it. And he made it better. And he told me, this ain't your first boy and it ain't going to be your last. He didn't coddle me or he just gave it to me straight. These are the people, they cheer the loudest from the stands, even if they just got off a 10-hour shift. They come to support that child when they need them. They don't carry the title out loud. No, they just carry the responsibility. And that says a lot. And here's what's real. The kind of love, that kind of love is chosen. It's intentional. It's very intentional. That love, that's love on purpose. Anybody can father a child. You know, they say mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So anybody can father a child. Anybody can three pumps and dump, bam, baby. Any man can do that. But to raise two, three, four, five that don't look like you, that don't have your DNA, to love one that didn't come from you, that's huge. That's magnificent. That's a calling. That's a blessing. Now, let's talk about, as they call them now, they call them bonus dads now. It's not stepdads anymore, it's bonus dads. Some just call you dad. And I think that's wonderful. I know I love it when I get called dad. I have a bonus daughter. She calls me dad when she wants something. Other than that, she calls me Mister. But I love to hear that too. I love to hear Dad and Diddy, Faja. There's a number, Pops. There's a number of names I go by. But let's talk about these bonus dads. Some of y'all walked into relationships knowing that there were kids there. You knew she had children. You knew it. You didn't just marry her, you stepped into a whole family. Bow, here you go. Add me. We got a family. You learned how to navigate boundaries, earn trust, and love gently. You weren't trying to replace anybody. You just came to add value. And that's more than many do. And let me say this clearly. That takes a special kind of man because children see everything. Oh my God, they see everything. Children are very observant. They they know when love is fake. Some will call you out on it. They may not say the words, but they'll do it in their actions. They'll show you, oh no, you fake, bruh. Like a $3 bill. They know when someone's only there for the grown up and not for them. They know when you there just for mama. Because kids are very observant. Don't sell them short because they ain't stupid. But when a man chooses to love children that didn't come from him consistently, patiently, and without ego, that kind of love sticks. That's that kind of love builds legacy. So if that's you tonight, if you're a stepdad, a stand-in dad, a spiritual dad, a mentor, or a guide, I salute you. We salute you. You matter more than you know. You matter. I want to remind folks, fatherhood is a spirit. It's not about what's on your birth certificate. It's about what's written in your heart. What's here? What matters is right here. What do you carry for this child right here? Some of the greatest fathers I've seen weren't the ones who passed down a last name. They were the ones who passed down wisdom, integrity, and love. That's what they gave. That's what they left. That's what they instilled. That's what they shared. That's what they gave with their full self. They didn't give them the last name. They gave them more. They gave them more. They taught a child how to show up for themselves, how to self advocate, how to respect women, how to stand tall and stay soft, how to fall and still get back up. That's what they taught us. Some of you may feel like I'm just a stepdad, but let me correct that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to correct you right now. You're the everyday dad, the reliable one, the one who stayed and didn't think for a second that it goes unnoticed. That child will remember your consistency more than your title. That means a lot. That means everything to them. Now, I asked at the beginning of the show who had who had father figures, and August said my grandfathers. Annette said Judge Jerry Glenn. Hey, Andy, good to see you, bro. Yep, looking forward to seeing you next weekend. James says he have a friend who has adopted 4 children. That takes a lot. It does. Now let's flip it. If you were raised by someone who didn't have to love you but did, if someone showed up for you, guided you, protected you, taught you, even though you weren't their child, we should honor them. You should honor them. Tag them in this podcast. Call them. Write them a letter. Say their name if they're not with us anymore. Let them know what they meant to you. We don't do enough of that. We call when we want something, when we need something. But we don't call to say, hey, you meant a lot to me. I know you're not me. I understand our situation, but you mean something to me. And I thank you. You helped me. You guided me. You showed me. You protected me. You fed me. You gave me a roof over my head. And we don't even share the same last name. It means a lot. because sometimes the people who save our lives don't wear uniforms. They wear aprons or suits or ball caps or scrubs or hoodies. Sometimes they just sit quietly in the back, making sure you get everything they didn't. And we got to remember them. We got to honor them. We do. Let's normalize saying thank you while they can still hear it. Or like I say, if they can't hear it, if they've gone on to glory, say their name, write them a letter, and fold it and put it somewhere special. Andy says, my dad is a stepdad and he has loved me as his own in spite of my physical disabilities. Andy, I don't know what you're talking about. You don't have a disability. You have a challenge, but you do more than some people I know who are fully capable. Andy also says he taught me invaluable lessons, the lessons of patience, perseverance, and kindness. See, he gave you legacy, my friend. He gave you something to take forward into your life. And now look at you, you're a father, and you are instilling these things into your daughter. Like I say, you don't have to have the same last name. So, to the men out there trying to connect with children who aren't biologically theirs, maybe you feel tension or distance. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing them the love. Keep showing them the attention. Yeah. Kids may not trust your presence at first, but they will trust your pattern. Because let me tell you, kids pay attention. They see you. They see you in the dark. They feel you. And over time, they'll look up and realize you were always there. Love is not always loud. Sometimes it's in the lunch money, the rides to school, the rides to dance practice, the ride to football practice, the help with the homework, the quiet protection. You taught them how to fish. You taught them how to sew. You taught them how to cook. And it was not loud. You don't need their DNA to make an impact. You don't have to share DNA to make an impact. Just keep showing up. So tonight, let's take a moment to say thank you to the men who became fathers through love, not biology. Now, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Let me shake your. I'll be the first one to shake your hand. Say happy Father's Day to you. But to those who became fathers through love, not biology, you aren't obligated, but you chose to be there. This was a decision, a conscious decision you made. You didn't have to, but you did. Yes, you didn't have to, but you did. And that kind of love, it echoes. It stays right here. And it grows. And it grows into the next child. It's legacy. It echoes through generations. It echoes through healed children. It echoes in every young person who now knows what a real man looks like. You may not have been perfect. You may not have been a football star or a movie star or a billionaire. You were you, and you were there, and you showed up, and you loved them unconditionally. You didn't put a step in front of their name. You said, that's my son, that's my daughter. You were there. You've been there. Whether you sat in the cheap seats clapping, or giving your all. You were there, and you deserve your flowers. You deserve your recognition. You deserve to be thought of and celebrated. So tonight we honor you. We see you. We celebrate you. Not because we have to, but because you deserve it. To the bonus dads, all the bonus dads, the role models, the village, thank you for showing the world that fatherhood is bigger than blood. Fatherhood is deeper than mud. Fatherhood is everything. Fatherhood is what a lot of us needed, and we got it. We may not have got it from the father who planted the seed, but we got it from you when we needed it the most. And that's not easy on its own. It's not. So that's my message for y'all tonight. You're right, James. It also echoes in the men who made the choice, because it was a choice. It was a choice that was consciously made to stand in the gap, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, standing in the gap. When they said, I do to her, they said, I do to these children that didn't have his last name. He said, I do to the family. And that carries a lot of weight. What carries even more weight is stepping into it with both feet and embracing it, arms wide open, eyes wide open, understanding that you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, but you're here for it. You stepped in knowing that you got to spread your love out wide and around. And not everybody can do that. Not everybody's capable of doing that. So, again, I asked at the beginning of the show, who was a father figure in your life that wasn't your biological dad? Whoever it was, did you get a chance to thank them? If you haven't, thank them. Call them, text them. If they've already gone on to glory, write a letter and put it somewhere special. Or just say into the word, just say into the air, thank you. And then most importantly, are you being that kind of person to someone else today? Are you being a father figure to somebody? Are you mentoring or teaching or training or helping someone who doesn't have a father? Because see, my son and I was having, this is bonus. My son and I were having a conversation. He says, men are just not valued, Dad. I'm like, why do you say that? He goes, we're not. He said, you stop and you look at it. You see all kinds of ads for Mother's Day. Everybody's got a Mother's Day sale. He said, but you look for the Father's Day ads and they are not there, except for Home Depot. And right now with the deportations, I'm scared to go to Home Depot. They may confuse. Anyway, I didn't say that out loud. But he's right. But at the same time, I had to tell him, fatherhood is still a big thing. Father's Day is still a big thing. And although they may not celebrate it as the holiday that they should, it's still a big thing. Because see, fathers, stepfathers, bonus dads, They're heroes who don't wear capes. They wear work boots. They don't wear suits. Fatherhood is more than DNA. It's a daily decision. Fatherhood is a new definition of strong. Strong fathers don't just lift weights. They lift hearts. They build confidence. They show their children how to cry, how to love, how to apologize, and how to forgive. The strongest man in the room isn't the loudest. He's the one making the quiet sacrifices. Some men are still healing, but I want you to know you're doing better than you think. But we got to get back to normalizing, celebrating good men. Because, see, broken crayons can steal color, and so do fathers who are still healing. So, yeah, I'm sorry I keep rubbing my neck. I think I went fishing today, and I think I got bit by something. Again, I say this in closing. To those of y'all that are missing your fathers today, whether physically or emotionally, this day can feel heavy. And I know this, I understand this. But love doesn't end at death. If your father poured into you his voice, his lessons, and his laughter, if his laughter can still be heard echoing in your mind and through you, those are gifts. Let that love rise and speak louder than the loss, not just today, but every day. I miss you too, daughter. I know you just saw me, but I miss you too. So, guys, that's messages in the madness for tonight. If anybody's got no more comments or questions, I'm gonna say what I always do. Well, one, happy Father's Day. Two, I love you. God loves you. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Love them kids. Take care of them kids. Give them a hug from me. Respect our vets. Respect our vets. And until next Sunday, this has been Messages in the Madness. I'm your host, Vernon Longhorn Davis. God bless y'all. $2.